Hello everybody. Here just I'm going to give you the small brief about the yogic lifestyle. Now we are all under the grip of coronavirus. Everyone is worried, under fear, and not able to understand what to do. Lockdown is getting continued, and when all this will be getting over and when we'll be free from or get back to our earlier form lifestyle. No clue at all. At this time, to have a peaceful mind, calm mind, have our intellectual in place to think correctly, do the things which are necessary, safeguard ourselves, protect ourselves, avoid going outside. Yeah, doctors say, opine that our immunity should be very high. Just I search for the various organs which are comp- of the immunity system. So tonsils is there, spleen is there. So likewise, their brain cells are there also. They are very close to our senses. Our brain is the one that gets reflecting. That would be reflecting all the time what is happening to ourselves and telling us. When you are having fever, it's the brain which indicates. Mind gets disturbed, but the brain says, no, you are not well, take care. So the brain has to be kept alert, and for that, in lifestyle we can do brain yoga, neurobic exercises. Neurobic exercises are doing certain things which you have never been thinking of doing also. When you do such things, we activate the network which we have never been using at all. So when we are tapping and the network is put on, so the entire brain network gets connected to one another and we are able to better think. And our memory power is also slowly not getting, with the age we are all forgetting the names while talking also. I may miss the word and get immediately I may not get it. So such things are happening here. To avoid that, to be alert, to be so brain yoga. What is it? Here again brain yoga we are talking about the brain buttons and working on this right side is controlling my left organs, left side organs, and similarly left side brain, hemisphere of the brain controls the mind, all the organs on the right side. So the brain yoga exercises are, I'll be working on both the sides, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Means when I do this, right side, left side, both the hemispheres are put to work. One thing. Then we jump, increasing our breathing pattern. Then we breathe in aerobic, we get more amount of breath. We breathe more amount of air. When we breathe more amount of air means what? We intake more quantity of oxygen. Doctors say oxygen level should be high, increasing. It should never be below 95 or anything like that. So the increasing oxygen level, again the breathing practices are there, which should be the part of our regular yogic practices. Yogic lifestyle means yoga is the spiritual science. Spiritualism is the anchor for every soul and for our life. So when this is happening, so in that time we are to be look at the practices which are very essential to keep our systems in place. One is breathing exercises are there, set of practices are there that we'll be doing. Brain yoga, we have already said, we'll be doing the brain yoga to alert and keep activating our brain network. And third, yeah, Shuddhi Kriya. These are the Hatha Yoga practices which are for our body, mind and soul. That is what integrated yoga, that's why. In our Kriya, we have got Shat Kriya. Of them, Kapalbhati is one of that, very powerful one, which works on our spleen. And similarly, asanas are there. That works on our joint and allows, gives the endurance to sit in a particular posture for a long time. Here what we are going to do, we follow the principles of Patanjali Yoga Sutra and following the practices, techniques as for the Hatha Yoga. Okay, so here asana is combined with mudra and bandha. Some asana we need to hold the mudra. Mudra helps to keep the balance of the mind and the body. Or when we are vrikshasana, we have to stand on one foot. So balancing that side. So the mind has to be steady, calm, and my mind organs should go in synchronization with one another, and we are able to hold the balance. So the mudra is that which is giving us the balance and also to the mind. Okay? Then bandha. Bandha means locking. When you hold something tight, so all the muscles and the nerves in that region are tightened up. When you tighten up anything, it gets the muscle, it's strong. More and more strong it becomes. And that is the way to strengthen. Okay? In asana also we are using that. Similarly in pranayama also we will be using both mudra and bandha. Three mahabandhas are very essential for pranayama. And pranayama is what? Pranayam. Lengthening our breathing process so that we can get good amount of oxygen and thereby good amount of prana. So here what time? That is we breathe in, it is the lungs is filled with air. It is having 20 point something oxygen. And if we are going to put the pressure on this breath in the lungs from up, down and full in diaphragm, Uddiyana Bandha, then the maximum pressure is on the breath intaken. And here NTP, normal pressure and temperature, one of pressure or temperature when you increase, the chemical reaction is accelerated. So the exchange of gases, blood would be able to absorb good amount of oxygen. So out of 20%, it may absorb 12 to 16% also when you do the pranayama with all bandhas in place and for the good amount, good number round and long time holding kumbhaka. That proportion is there, 1:4:2. So the kumbhaka has to be done. Then the circulatory system. Circulatory system is executing the internal respiration. It is reaching to every cell of the body and removing the toxin. The blood is collected in the venous blood and that is pumped back into the heart, from heart to lungs. So the circulatory system, the breathing, respiratory system, we need to understand every organ in these systems, and we are going to similarly next one, yeah, the nadis. Nadis are the pathway of the vital energy. The vital energy through oxygen, through the pranavayu, what we got it into the system, that is the prana. There are 72,000 nadis. It is like Wi-Fi. Now today it is very easy to understand nadi because they are the one cell. They are server is cosmic region where from we derive the energy. So it's the mobile connected to the server nearby and service provider is there. For us the service provider is the nature where from will we get through that media is air. Through air, oxygen, or from oxygen we get the vital energy prana. And prana, they are meeting, main three are there which are existing in our body meeting at Bhrukuti, the Agya Chakra, and the wheel where they meet, it is called chakra. That throwing the energy to the respective region, and all the body parts are getting repaired with that energy. Here Agya Chakra going to brain and your face level, and here Vishuddhi, it is going towards your arms region and this. Then heart region, thoracic region. Then below navel, it is Manipura. It is completely your digestive system takes care. And we here one side we spleen, another side liver and pancreas, and the digestive all things are taken care by that. And similarly, in sacral bone, it is the Swadhisthana that is taking care of our reproductive system, and at the end, Muladhara Chakra, and that takes care of our complete lower extremity. So these are the Chakra Shuddha means the pathways are clean, there is no obstruction in the pathway of the Nadi. That is also will be doing, practicing here in my yogic lifestyle classes. So here it is for the people who want to increase the oxygen level and who want to enhance their immunity power and want to have a peaceful mind. There are practices for stress relief. That is again mudras and bandhas and that, Brahma Mudra, Sima Mudra, Jiva Bandh, and not many things are there. Laughter, that is laughter is not throat around. Throat, when we make the laughter clubs are making lot of noise, they are okay, that is sound. The vibration is created. But here we should also know the other aspect of the laughter. When you are laughing, it is complete. Your stomach is undergoing the aerobic practices, and every part of your abdomen region is activated, and that is the best one for this immunity. I feel I experienced rather. Okay, so dancing is when you do the movements along with the beats and the expression, emotion, and the dukkha sukha, whatever that, everything. That is the dancing. But the same asana, when I do very rhythmically, slowly, going into the final position very comfortably and remain in there very artistically, then it is the artistic yoga. So in lifestyle yoga classes, you will be enjoying the dance therapy, artistic yoga, and way to increase your oxygen level and enhance the strength, your immunity enhance. This time, so I welcome you all to come and do the practice along with me. I'm not taking the classes, I say, but I request you to join me while I practice this. Okay? Have a nice time. I'll conclude and we'll meet again with some other topic. Oh.